Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Ife West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be talking about the crowning of an Orisha, or the crowning of the head of an initiate in African spirituality. If you are familiar with African spirituality, you might have heard this term one or two times about a ceremony of crowning somebody, to crowning the head Orisha of the person. What does this mean when you hear this kind of term, to crown, or they will ask somebody to come and receive your crown? And the person will go for this ceremony whereby there will be a lot of offering, sacrifices, and benediction, and it's a ceremony basically. And at the end of this ceremony, the person will be crowned with an Orisha, with a deity, and the person will embody this deity from now on. Now, why is this necessary, and what does this mean? In the Yoruba tradition and culture, and not only in Yoruba, in most West African spiritual culture, this is something that is very necessary for an initiate, as in somebody that want to start to practice African spirituality, and they want to go into the deeper mysteries of African spirituality. They want to take it seriously. The belief is that every human being is a representation of a deity. And the deities we have in African spirituality are embodiments of certain principles, certain characteristics that represents the major attributes of the deity. For instance, we have like in Shango, the god of thunder, and it has certain place in nature. It represents that very essence of thunder, lightning strike, and what it does, and how this very act can effect changes in the planet. For instance, before a serious rainfall or a thunderstorm, we usually have a lightning strikes, and when this happens, they kind of bring loss of electrical energy into the earth, and which has its own purpose of it has its own place in nature. So what this does is that it creates changes, and it changes the weather. It can bring a change to a situation. Maybe the people need rain, and for that rain to come, they have to be thunder and lightning. And when this rain comes, it will bring water for the earth and for the crops, and crops will grow, germinate, and people will be happy. And from time to time, there is this change that needs to come to the earth, to the atmosphere. There needs to be change of weather, and Shango is responsible for bringing that change, that seasonal changes that affects the earth. There's time for the wind to blow, there's time for stillness, there's time for the sun to shine. There's this kind of situation that happen in nature. So anytime there's a certain change, or there's going to be a change of weather, we're going to have thunderstorms, lightning strikes, and they have their role that they play in nature. Without them, we will not have this great circle of life that we are currently enjoying or currently witnessing. We also have deities like Ogun, the god of iron. This is a deity that is responsible for anything that have to do with metallurgy, with metals, changing of the states of metal, melting of metal, using it to create different kind of items, articles, machineries, and anything that have to do with metal. So for somebody that want to be skilled in this act, or somebody that love working with metals, maybe a goldsmith, a blacksmith, a mechanic, or anybody that have to do with any of these things, we'll say that person embodies the spirit of Ogun, for instance. So in order for that person to understand or to work efficiently with this energy, they need to be crowned with the deity, so that they can understand many more complicated or hidden secret or things about this deity to work with them effectively. So we have a deity also like Oshun, representing the god of love, of sexuality, creativity, inspiration, music, prosperity, and procreativity, and procreation. When somebody embodies any of this, maybe the person is a musician or an artist or a fashion designer, all these are traits of Oshun. We will say that the person embodies the spirit of this deity, and this person has to be crowned with the deity so that they can be able to have more insights of more deeper inspiration on how to perfect their craft, to bring out to manifest that very qualities of those deities in the physical world. So this is the essence of when we say crowning a person with Orisha. They are trying to strengthen the connection or the affinity to that spirit so that the person can be able to explore the mysteries of the spirit more easily. Okay, so one thing you're going to find is that when a person is crowned in this way, and it's like a ceremony of invoking the deity into the person, and to make the spirit more active in the life of the person. So after the ceremony of the crowning or the sitting ceremony, the person now will have much more understanding of the spirit, and the person will become like an everlasting student of that deity. And when somebody needs help from that deity, they can go to that person. Maybe somebody is crowned with Oshun, and they therefore become a priest of Oshun. Okay, so Oshun is their head deity. So if somebody needs help with Oshun and wants some advice, or they want some things that Oshun can do, they can go to meet that priest of Oshun to ask for help. Maybe they want to do offering to Oshun, they want Oshun to help them solve one or two problems regarding matters of the arts, or regarding creativity, love, or any aspect of the things that she does. They can go to meet that priest. That priest will help them, give them the advice on how to go about this and do the necessary offering that it will take for the spirit to accept them and the spirit to come to help them. So this is what you see in African spirituality. Different people are priests of different deities. You will see somebody that is the priest of Eshu, or somebody is a priest of Ogun, somebody is a priest of Oshun, somebody is a priest of Olokun. These are the deities that they used to crown them. In my tribe, like in the Robo, we call them like Osejo. Osejo mean that father of Juju. Okay, when they say this person are Osejo, it means that it's the father of a deity, or is initiated into that deity, that very the mystery of that deity. So that person, the role of that person is to venerate the deity and to become a priest for that very deity. So when anybody have problems concerning that deity, they have to go and meet this priest, because the priest is an expert, he embodies the deity, and it will help them to walk through to solve that very problem. So this is what we simply mean by the crowning of a person, the particular deity. And what you're going to find is that somebody can be crowned with a particular deity, but that does not mean that they cannot work with other deities. You can be crowned with one. That one you are crowned with is regarded as your guardian spirit, your guardian deity, or your main deity, or your head Orisha. All these terms are the same. Okay, so it's possible for somebody to have more than one guardian deity. It is very, very possible. We have seen situations whereby somebody might embody more than one spirit inside them. Somebody can embody multiple 10 spirits, can be 20, 50, can even be 100 or 1,000. Okay, it depends, but it is very rare to see those kind of cases. But you can see somebody that can embody at least 5 deities in them, or 10 deities. They can be priests of 10 deities. It is very, very possible. I've seen this kind of people. They will have this shrine, that shrine, that shrine, and they'll be venerating all these deities together. It is very, very possible. And they will understand them, they will work together, they will be at peace, and everything will go seamlessly. So it's possible for somebody to embody more than one deity, to be a priest, a crown priest of more than one. But the person will have the one that is the primary one. Okay, you have one that is the primary one. For instance, somebody's primary deity can be Ogun, can be Oshun, but the person will have like 10 other deities, and it can be an expert of all of them. This is very possible in African spirituality. And then you can see somebody that maybe they are not too strong, or due to their lifestyle, they just cannot get more than one. But at least you need to have like one deity that you embody. For all practitioners, you must have a guardian deity. This is very, very important. You cannot say you practice African spirituality, then you don't have any close affinity with any single African spirit. This does not really make sense, because you as a person, your character reflects a certain deity. So the deity that you resembles the most, that is the deity that you embody quite naturally. So we have hundreds of deities out there. There are so many of them. There are some that we popularly crown people into. There are some of the much darker spectrum. They don't crown people into those ones, but they are there. And there are also people that embody those spirits. Okay, they have this kind of people there, but we don't crown, because for the fear of what this person can do, or what the deity can use that person to do, that we not crown that person with this kind of spirit, but they can still embody them. So this is also possible, and it also occurs. So what you find out is that some orishas resonate with you. When you see some people that come for this kind of ceremony, that they want to be crowned, why there's a divination that is done to discover. They'll do divination to discover. It's very easy to do this, to find out the crowned orisha of this person, the one that they resembles the most. You can gauge this by the temperament of the person, by the passion of the person, by their character. All these things will show. Somebody that embodies Ogun, is very easy to know. Somebody that embodies Shango or Eshu or even Oshun is very, very easy to know. When you see the way the person lives their life, the way the person behaves, their character, you know that this is the deity that this person represents. Okay, so it's very easy to know. What you need to do is just to connect the person to that deity and strengthen that connection much more, so the person just go with it. Now you will find out that some deities are hot, and some are also soft. We have some with soft energy, and we also have that is by that I mean cool energy. These ones are not aggressive. They are not that forceful, or we'll say that overbearing or something like that. Then we have the ones that you just cannot ignore. For instance, deities like Obatala, Olokun, Oshun, Osinye, Osin, Oshosi. All these deities they have cool energy, very easy to work with. They are patient, they are nurturing, they are kind of gentle spirits. We have this kind of spirits that are gentle characteristics. And we have the ones that are also fierce, that will say these ones are like firebrand. Deities like Eshu, Shango, Ogun, Oya, Usagidi. There are many of them. These hot deities, though, they have like the fire elements. They represent that fiery elements in them. Some people will call them Jinn or something like that. These ones, they are hot spirits. They are harsh. They don't have patience. They walk very, very fast, and the way they do things, they are not. They do things with that speed, that agility that most people cannot or will be afraid of them. So we have this kind of spirits as well, and people have them in them. Somebody that is very hot, that don't have patience or very hot temper. We can say these people embody the spirit of the fire spirits. Then people that have soft temperaments, they are kind, they are very patient, very understanding. we'll say they embody the spirits of the soft deities. Okay, so some people can embody both. Some people blow hot and cold. Some people can manage both spectrum. Some people are very flexible. We humans, we are multipolar. We are many things at the same time, but those people are few in between. Okay, very few people. So when somebody wants to be initiated, you find that the best deity that they actually embody. And the kind of offerings, by offerings, we call them egbos. When you hear the word egbos, it means an offering. The offering is based on the character of the deity. If the deity is a soft deity, you can use soft drinks like Fanta, water, wine, or general food, honey, those kind of things for soft deities. Then if the deity is a firebrand hot deity, normally we use hot drinks, 40-45% alcohol. We use pepper, tobacco. Sometimes they use weed. You use something that represent that hot energy. Sometimes deities need to be softened off. You can use oil, red palm oil, to cool them down, and you can use water too. But what you know, that this does not really necessitate the case that you have to stick to it like that. There are some hot deities that from time to time you need to cool them down. So from time to time, a deity like Ogun, you might require to give them water or palm wine or red palm oil to make them cool, because they are always hot. Okay, some of them are very, very hot. They need to be cooled down all the time. So you give them cool things. Why some deities are very soft, and you need to fire them up. So the soft ones, if you want to fire them up, you give them hot drink mixed with pepper and tobacco. Those kind of things that makes them hot, you give them. Sometimes if the spirit is too soft, you give them what will make them hot. Okay, this is the way that it is usually done. So you need to discover your head Orisha. You need to study yourself, study your character. That is why it's important for us to study all these deities. As you begin to read about them, you will see the ones that you resemble. You very soon, as you begin to tear into the study, not only in Ifa, in Kemet, as you read about the nature of the deities, you will know the ones that you are representing them, or they are inside you, or you are their physical embodiment. You will just click quite naturally, and you find out that all your life you have been behaving exactly the way this spirit is behaving. You will know that this is your guardian spirit, and you are that deity in human form. So it's very easy, and you just venerate. And when you do offering to the deity, you find out that everything will just synchronize very fast. Everything will go smoothly. In Kemetic spirituality, you're going to find out that they have their own pantheons of deities as well, and some of them are hot, and some of them are also not too hot as well. For instance, we have deities like Aset, Asa, Eru, Heteru, Muat, Geb, Nut, Impu, Tehuti, Sekhmet, Bast. When you study all these deities, you will know the characteristics of the deities, and you will know the cool ones, the hot ones. You will know their functions, the role that they play. So you can discover the deities that you easily embody. Sometimes can be more than one. Okay, so these are the deities that you have natural affinity with. And when you working with these deities, you find out that everything go very, very easy, straightforward, seamless. You don't really need to do much offering or much reorganization. You don't really need to do much things to make contact with these deities. You just find out sometimes you have this telepathic communication with the deity. Sometimes this deity, you see them in your dreams. You can even see them in physical form doing different things, and they are always with you. It's like they're always walking with you. They're always guiding you, pushing you in the right path, telling you things to do, and protecting you. When you have this kind of deity around you, you don't need anybody to tell you that this is your guardian spirit. So what you need to do is to be strengthening that connection by doing the necessary offering and supplications, and making sure that everything goes well to get a deeper connection with this spirit. Okay, once you have your guardian deity, most times you have completed almost all the work in African spirituality. The essence of the study of African spirituality is self-discovery, discovering yourself, knowing who you are, getting a closer contact or communication with your ancestral spirits. This is the essence of what we do here. So once you have been able to discover your head deity, it's just what remains is walking the paths. Okay, manifesting your traits and doing the things that you're supposed to do in this physical world. That is what remains for you. So it's very, very easy to do once you understand this principle and you connect with your primal deity. You have done more than 50% of the work already. Okay, so this is the essence of what we do here. The essence is to discover your talents, your original talents, and who you are as a person, and use that talent to help humanity, to help your community, to make this world a better place. So this is the essence of crowning of the head deity, or crowning of the Orisha, to connect you to your higher self. This is the summary of this whole ceremony, or what this phenomenon, what it means in African spirituality. So I hope that I've been able to explain it very clearly in this video. So if you have not discovered your head Orisha yet, I will encourage you to try to discover it. Okay, you need to have discover your guardian spirit, and you need to be working closely with them. Some of us embody multiple deities in us, but the major ones are the most important one. You need to discover that one. So we do that here on this channel. I teach people how to do that, and it is not that hard to know. So this is just the gist of the matter, the summary. Anybody that is trying to complicate this very crowning of head Orisha, because now it's a big deal for some people, it's like a money-making ceremony for some people as well. So there's nothing more than this that needs to be done. Okay, if you study very hard about African spirituality, you too can discover your head Orisha. Okay, it's very easy. The spirit have always been there, shadowing you since you were born. So it's most of the time people don't pay attention due to the struggles and the distractions of life, but your primary deity is always with you. So it's left for you to focus and discover them and reconnect with them, and start living your life the way you're supposed to live your life. Okay, so this is what I have to say today on this topic. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and after you subscribe, please hit the notification bell, and after you hit that notification bell, hit the all notification, send all notification, so that you get my videos and you get my articles as soon as I post them. You can be following up to be updating yourself about African spirituality, and you just go with the flow. Then if you also want to discover your head Orisha, you can contact me. We can do divination to find out your head Orisha, and you can start venerating them as well. If you also want to learn and study African spirituality, I teach it on this channel. I have a 6-month program where I teach it from the history to the sciences to the metaphysics and the hardcore spirituality. You can join my program. Then if you want to buy my books, I have written 3 books so far on the subject. This one is on quantum physics. We'll talk about quantum physics. It is a study of the invisible particles of nature, and this is the elements of the spirit world. You can easily study about this subject and know everything you need to know about it. Okay, so get this book. I talked about the origin of Christianity, origin of African spirituality, and quantum physics, and everything you need to know. Then if you want to know how to do spells working in the shadow of the gods, this book will help you a lot. I have over 200 spells here that you can do to solve different problems about life and health, and to bring protection and all the good things that you need for you. Then if you want to know about hardcore spirituality, this one will help you. Whispers of Amenity, Pathways to Ascension. This one is for the Kemetic deities, the ancient Egyptian deities. And a lot of people think that they are elusive, that they are no more. That is a very big lie. They are still very much here with us. This book will tell you how to resurrect them inside you, how to summon them, how to work with them, how to bring them back into this modern day reality. It's a very powerful book. It's a workbook, and it will open your mind, it will blow your mind, and it will tell you the things that most people are hiding from you. Okay, then if you want to buy your spiritual items, your herbs, your oracle stones, if you want to buy your spiritual items from your cowries or native shock, your herbs, meditation beads, I sell all those things on this channel, and I do a lot more. So apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.